He still has sex tapes from his ex relationships. I had him delete them. Red flag question mark.
So you were just saying that you've had this experience with a guy you were talking to?
Talking to, yeah.
But you hadn't slept with him, and how did you end up seeing his, or you did see?
No, we were talking for a little while.
Okay, so this was after you had slept with him. You found
we had like a relationship, and
you found his sex videos from his other girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
And you were not pleased?
Definitely not.
Why? Because he didn't what he was doing to the other girl he had never done to you?
No, definitely not. We were dating, basically. We were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Did it look consensual?
What do you mean by that?
By both parties?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we have to go there.
Both
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, I'd be super concerned at that point.
Okay.
But you weren't happy when you came across the little hidden surprises?
Absolutely not.
How did you were you going through his phone when he was in the shower or something?
Yeah, we had an unhealthy relationship where he was going through my stuff because we had our passwords and stuff, and he was really suspicious of me for some reason. And I thought that was suspicious because I had nothing to hide, and he never found anything on my phone. So one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to go through his. And I went, and I saw that he had a hidden folder in his photos.
Hidden? She knew right where to look for the hidden folder.
It's right there. It's not that hard to find. And he had 4 videos from like a really long, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago type thing. And he was convinced that he knew they were there, but they were so old that like he never thought to go back and delete them. He's like, I know they're there, but I just never thought about it. And I was just like, that's interesting.
Okay.
It's not like you don't go through your photos every single day. And
maybe it was part of the visual Rolodex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Just
part of the digital Rolodex.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on that?
Well, did you ask him to delete him?
Yeah.
And he did?
Yeah. He even offered, he's like, I could delete them right now. I'm just like, they should have been gone.
Damn.
You know? Now I had that visual thing in my head where it's just like, I don't think it's going to work after this.
Yeah.
So that was the beginning of the end?
Yeah.
Once you saw that?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
It was just, like you said, you shouldn't tell your significant others about what exactly you did in your past because it's going to stick in your head.
Because gentlemen don't kiss and tell?
Yeah, and let alone seeing videos, it's just not going to...
That was the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Caroline
I also saw a TikTok about it recently, and guys were talking about it, and they were like, red flag question mark, and their opinions were interesting, so I wanted to see what yours was, too.
This is what happens when men get sloppy. These kinds of things should be filed away in a secure location, not on your cell phone that you've given your girlfriend access to. That is just poor operational security.
So you're saying it's okay to keep things from a long time ago when you're in a new relationship?
Of course.
On a separate hard drive. Let's just
in a separate place.
Yeah. Why?
That's where I keep them.
Oh my gosh.
They could be past memories.
Who would want to be able to go back and look at those beautiful memories years later? Especially when you get old, you're like 100 years old and your balls are dragging on the ground and your tits are bouncing off your knees. You want to remember what it was like in the glory days.
If it's with your current girlfriend, that's fine. But to look at other girlfriends while you're in a relationship, I just think that's...
Well, it doesn't mean that we're going back and looking at them all the time. But it is nice every once in a while you happen to be on that drive or that computer and you're like, oh, there's that folder. Oh.
I don't think so.
Those were the days, my friends.
Let's see a girl's
What a great memory. Just don't let her know about it. It's like, that's just sloppy. Okay.
So that's where I agree with you.
The bottom line is it did not end well for Caroline's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
She was like, she saw that. She was like, check, please. So don't give your girl your access to the naked selfies or your sex tapes. That's just stupid. So that's on him. He deserved to get kicked to the curb.
Yep.
He was sloppy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I definitely agree with you. I think that you could totally keep
I don't have anything of that nature, of
Well,
course. It was all lost in
I'm
a
not
boating accident.
saying you, but I think that a true gentleman can keep
He can be discreet.
memories if he's discreet, and as long as it doesn't fall into the hands of the woman who he is with at that current time. He has to maintain that level of respect for her. But there are certain moments in life where, as you said, you can go back and just like reminisce or think about like a time in your life in the past where like, oh, my body used to look like this, or her body used to look like that, or his body used to be so hot. But
Wow, look at all the hair I had.
or all the hair, or
Oh.
even if I want to go in
Oh, that's
more
before
detail.
I started shaving the chicken bag. Huh.
Or the styles that women used to shave their lady parts back then, you know. Now women like to be bald,
terrible.
right?
Yeah.
So there's definitely like
Wow, she's really furry down there. I forgot about that.
there's that like nostalgia for certain people, but
She always had a nice landing strip.
yeah. But I do agree with you that, I mean, I've had a very similar but a little different experience where I found more than four. And we'll call it at that.
Sex videos with his exes?
Not just exes, but multiple videos, photos.
Of girlfriends or
Girlfriends,
hookers? One night stands?
random girls, one night stands.
So he liked to film
He was
himself.
a pig. Yeah.
And that was the beginning of the end for him too? Or were you already... Oh, you stuck around.
That was a deep...
She stuck around. She was like, no problem.
No.
I was like, I'm out of here.
No, I saw that, and that began the demise and the how I was going to break free of that relationship, because it was very toxic. He was very manipulative, and
Were you in those files too?
Yeah, are you in the files?
No.
Are you in the files now?
I actually was not in the files. But I did
Were you in the
have
files, Caroline?
another relationship that secretly recorded me and took photos of me when I was a minor.
She's dodging the question. Were you in the files?
Oh wait, you asking me?
Yeah,
Oh no, definitely not.
definitely not.
Yeah. So that minor thing was
As
a
far as
huge
you know.
issue.
No, because we never have. We only had one, and it's what triggered me the most. Is because I had it on my phone, because I personally wouldn't give it to someone else unless I really trust that person. Like,
Oh, you recorded it.
yeah, I recorded
Oh, so
it.
Caroline's a little voyeuristic.
And
she likes to
then
watch herself.
he
She
would-
critiques her game.
He would
I can do better next time.
he would constantly ask, like, can I have it? Like, can you send it to me? You can trust me. And then once
you can trust me.
I found those
You can
videos,
trust me.
I was like, I'm so glad I never sent you this, because I just would have been one of the others.
Do you still have that video?
No, I deleted it.
Oh, you deleted
It's
it.
gone.
It's gone forever.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't have any of like my ex's things.
You deleted everything?
Yeah, I don't keep that stuff.
No pictures even either? You just delete from your life.
Once I hop in a new relationship, everything's dead, and I have no business looking back on it.
Damn. I guess that's why you said all of your
I ended on good terms
your
with all my
ex-friends, your ex-boyfriends that became friends are no longer in your life either?
exes. Yeah.
You cut the male orbiters out?
Yep.
Well, most of them.
On good terms, live your life, be happy, no beef.
Peace out.
Yeah.
It's a good way to do it.
What about you, Jocelyn? I feel like you had an opinion on this.
She's got a dark past. We're about to reveal it right now.
I've actually never had that experience before, thankfully, and I wouldn't want to know.
But this one time at band camp,
No, I've actually never had an experience of that before. I've never filmed none of that stuff. It's not really anything that's up my forte. And like hypothetically speaking, even if I did, I would do it on my phone, because that is literally the biggest lie on earth. No offense to any guy, the biggest lie on earth you could ever tell a woman is for them to trust you. Like you really have to. I'm sorry, actions speak louder than words.
Jocelyn.
So I've never had that happen to me. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how I would feel. about that. Like, I'm on the same boat as you, Caroline. I would not feel entirely comfortable if a significant other of mine has videos of their exes. You know,
Yeah.
and I would not feel comfortable. Now, if he was with that ex at the time, then fine, whatever. But even then, I don't know. I find that to be kind of sus. I find it to be a little iffy.
Done.
Yeah.
Men, keep it where you keep your crypto stash. Lock it up and deny you have anything of the sort. It doesn't exist. I would never have any of that. I would never.
So we got 2 all for it's okay and 2 for it's not okay.
What she doesn't know won't hurt her. Ignorance is bliss.
But if she finds out,
Oh, there's going to be hell to pay.
there will be more than hell to pay.
If you're the guy dating Carolyn and she finds it, she might ditch you.
One of the things that a lot of guys need to know,
Unless
and it
she
may
really
not.
loves the guy, then she'll like, okay, well, I understand.
Yeah, I mean,
You
if
guys
he's
were together
willing
a long
to,
time.
he's willing to delete, burn, give me a good excuse for why I was there without beating around the bush. Just tell me straight up, okay,
Those
I
are great
wanted
memories.
these. They're good
They're
memories.
great memories. You kidding me?
I wanted to.
I can't
you
go
know,
back in time.
I've never done that before. It's my first time filming. Okay, but now that we found out you're deleting them, right? Yes, they're gone. Delete. Oh, then I'll work with him. But if he's gonna be like, oh no, I'm not deleting that. I'm keeping that forever. Like blah blah blah, or like make up an excuse. I didn't know that was there. I don't use them. I'd be like, you're bullshit and you're a little boy. So bye.
I don't like to rain on a guy's parade, but as women, we always find out one way or another.
Exactly,
It doesn't.
yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a few hours, a few years, a few months. We always find out something. I hate to bust your balls, guys. Sorry.
And you wouldn't want like us to find out and then,
If tribe not to
Let
know,
us-
keep mouth shut.
you know, take things into our own hands because you might lose that whole hard drive.
It's really bad, especially with Latinas.
Yeah.
Y'all are fucking ruthless jealous.
I
That's
mean,
why.
I'm not
That's
a
why there's so many
Latina,
Hialeah
but-
divorces, because y'all are crazy.
Hialeah.
I'm sorry.
Hialeah divorces?
It has nothing to do with jealousy, Corey. It's just stuff that. Yes,
Respect.
granted.
It's respect.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
Granted.
level of disrespect that they have passed. And
You guys don't know what a Hialeah divorce is.
Granted, it's
Do
literally
you know
none
what
of our
Hialeah divorce
business.
is?
are you talking about like all the
Do you know what a
Little-
Hialeah divorce
the
is?
chicken hearts and feet in the middle of the road
Nope.
with like the roses and
Nope.
all the Santa Maria stuff that happens in the middle of the road?
Nope.
No.
You know what a Hialeah divorce is? Do you? So we were talking about Latinas and how they tend to be a little hot-headed, a little jealous, a little possessive. I know Caroline's got that streak in her. I would imagine she's Cuban. Jocelyn.
I'm
probably
gonna
got
have
that.
to stop you right there. Not all of us are jealous. It's just a matter of respect.
Oh, ooh, I've been corrected. So a Hialeah divorce is what happens. It happens quite often, actually. And you working in the formerly in the newsroom down there, I'm sure you saw a lot. It's basically, it's a very it just happens. It's almost always Latinas, and it's oftentimes. I mean, it's joking, but it's life and death stuff. So it's like a murder suicide. So typically, what happens? The guy, the girl says, "I'm leaving you," and he says no, and he ends up shooting her, shoots himself. Sometimes they both die. Sometimes one of them lives. Sometimes he lives. But it's pretty common that, and so I don't want to say without revealing too much. So people I know encounter these things in their line of work, and it is jokingly referred to as a Hialeah divorce because it happens a lot. It's murder-suicides.
And also, Hialeah is not really I don't want to say or offend anyone who lives in Hialeah, but it's not entirely the best neighborhood to live in. But, I mean, it's not too bad, like, for example, like Opalaka or any of those areas. But Hialeah is not entirely the best area, so that's why they say that. Because a lot of stuff does happen in Hialeah. And I say this because I used to work for a news station, and I've written stories of stuff, and a lot of those places happen in bad neighborhoods. Sadly enough, except for one that happened in a pretty decent neighborhood, but the bad neighborhoods trump that.
That particular neighborhood, the men don't react too well to the women cheating or leaving them. Sometimes it involves the husband confronting the woman and her lover or boyfriend or the new man she's going to be with. And it's sad, but it happens.
It's been
It's those
happening
damn
for a
crazy
long time.
Latinas,
That's
all these
terrible.
Colombians and Cubans and the Venezuelans. I love all you guys.
So terrible.
I think they took that idea from a different group of people, and it's been happening for decades.
Yeah, but even if it's like, I mean, in our case, yeah, there's a lot of Latinos that get involved in it, but you can't always say it's Latinos, you know?
Yeah, I'm joking, but I mean, Helen of Troy, the Trojan War was all about one guy stealing a king's wife, who was really apparently the face that launched 10,000 ships. I think it was big war happened. You know, they were like visiting. I mean, anybody's seen the movie, obviously, but they were visiting, and the king's wife absconded with one of the other princes, and it cost that prince's brother. I can't remember who won the war. I don't remember. It's been a long time. We went through that in high school, but it happens. Guys don't react too well to other dudes mowing their lawn.
And if I find that, you bet your ass I'm keeping it and you're losing all of it.
She
and I
talks
still
boldly.
have it.
Not if you don't know about it.
Oh, I still have it, and he knows it.
You have his.
I have all of
and
it.
he doesn't have a stash anymore.
It's bait for.
It's gone.
You took it.
I took all
So
of
it's
it.
blackmail material now.
Yeah.
And it's really good, juicy blackmail material.
Oh, it's really bad, but it's really
Juicy.
good.
The girl steals.
Revenge
his
is a dish
stash.
best served cold.
You're heartless.
No, his actions were.
You heartless woman.
Yeah.
You stole the man's stash, and now he can't even look back and go stroll down memory lane anymore.
They're only up here.